It's buffering. Then the guy had hot that once the one that sold it to Six Flags, he reopened it during Spring Con. We got to try it out. We got to check it out. And very nice. We get to ride 2 coasters. But in any case, one of them that was down, that wasn't operating, was T2. No, I got a good internet connection here. I don't know. The $18 is also going to get you access into the water park. It's going to get you access to the rides, but you're going to get homemade lasagna, macaroni and cheese, ziti and vodka sauce, and pasta primavera. You're also going to get hot dogs, hamburger food. It's going to be it's actually a pretty damn good deal. I mean, you can easily ride everything in Quasi relatively quick and still enjoy the food, and you get the water park with it too. So whatever you decide you want to do, the options are there. It's definitely good. I like Quasi. I've said it before numerous times that, granted, it's a small little family park, but those are the parks that are the best ones. I used to be in the high school band, played saxophone, so I used to dibble and dabble like this stuff, and I enjoyed listening to it. I don't really enjoy performing it, but I do enjoy the Boston Pop. So if that's something that's up your alley, then by all means. And Larry, you didn't really miss anything. I bought the Platinum Pass when it was $45 for what do you call it, Black Friday. So an hour and a half of ERT on Cyclone, and I'm going to utilize that as much as I can. So that's the deal with the ERT. So if you're not an ACE member and you want to enjoy it and then also enjoy all the other events, go to aceonline.org and sign up. You'll be able to attend. Because even if you don't have your card in the mail, you can print out the temporary card that you get with your name on it, and you're all set. And your member number and all that stuff. So you'll be good. You'll be good. Now, let's talk Cyclone. Now, before I get into this, I just want to let everybody know, no, I do not know exactly what the attraction is. I have no idea. Once that hit, my Facebook messages, my text messages, they blew up like crazy going, what is it, I know you know, I do not know. So, this is where we're going to play the guessing game. I mean, people are assuming a million things. Is the ride, questions that have been brought up to me are, is the ride getting ripped down to the ground to nothing? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Just because I have that relationship with the park, they can't tell me that stuff. It's just, as much as I would love them to tell me that stuff, I can't tell you that stuff because I don't know the stuff. I never signed an agreement with them to be I'm gonna have to see if I'm working. I don't know if it's working or not. I mean, it seems to, I don't know what's going on. It seems like it's live. Let's see if it's working. If you're not an ACE member and you want to enjoy it and then also enjoy all the other events, go to aceonline.org and sign up. You'll be able to attend. To get into this, I just wanted to let everybody know. Oh yeah, I can see it buffering on the screen. I'm watching it, but still, I paused it, but it should still be working. Everything's working on my end. It just tonight wants to be the bad night of Ustream. I mean, of what do you call it? YouTube. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. In any case, regardless, let's get on with the show. It's still working. It just might be buffering bad for you guys. I don't know. Everything seems to be working properly for me. So I don't know what's going on. Who knows? Anyway, so back to, like I was saying, the besides our technical difficulties, last weekend there was the August 28th, you're going to find out about what's going in there. So let's play guess. It doesn't make any sense. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? Oh, see, I got full bandwidth right now. Right at this second, I got full bars, full bandwidth. Nothing's going on. It's working. It's not, well, it keeps jumping around. It goes 4 bars, 3 bars, 2 bars, 1 bar, 4 bars, 3 bars, 2. It keeps jumping around. I don't know what exactly the deal is with this Ustream today. I really don't know. Let's see what happens when I do this. Anything? No. I mean, it just keeps jumping around. I don't know why. I mean, my internet connection's at full thing. I've rebooted the computer. Everything seems to be... So, yeah, anyway, I mean, you probably don't even hear it. I don't know. But... So, like I said, just let me know what you guys... Not taking links. Chat is retarded. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what's going on with it tonight. So, stand by. We're experiencing technical difficulties. What do you mean you're experiencing technical difficulties? This is funny. This is just one of those crazy things about this show that happens every so often. Saying technical difficulties. Episodes of this show on YouTube have been fantastic. So I don't know. Anyways, I see it. And in any case, no, I'm not going to use Stream just because you're having a conniption fit. You know, that's just not what we're doing. Anyway, I'm going to continue on with the show. It's going to do what it's going to do. And anyway, so like I said, anybody that can actually hear and listen, let me know what you think about what you think we're going to get. What do you think we're going to get for next year in Cyclone spot? I mean, I'm not going to speculate just because. I don't know. I mean, like before I said, you know, I can't see and Cyclone working out as well as it would in other parks. So I don't know how I feel about that. You know, some people say, and Cyclone, everybody's going on a rampage, and Cyclone. I'd like to know. I wish that the park would just say what it is, but we're going to have to wait about 2 months to find out what exactly it is. So, I mean, that kind of sucks, but we're going to have to deal with whatever they feel like telling us. You know, it's just one of those weird things, you know, that, hey, it is what it is. So, let's see what everybody thinks that we are getting. I don't know. I'm probably going to have to reload. of sucks, but we're gonna have to deal with whatever they feel like telling us. Yeah. So, anyways, if you hear me, just type in the comments what you think we're getting. I want to know. Nobody said nothing, but I know we have technical difficulties. So it's just one of those things where, hey, just you tell me what you think we're gonna get. Put some good effort and good thought into it. So let's see what everybody thinks that we are getting. I don't know. Probably gonna have to reload. Yeah. See, like I said, personally, with all this stuff with, I want to see what you guys think because, we'll have a little fun with it. We got 2 months to play with it, and for a fact once that ride shuts down, we're all gonna become like Inspector Gadget, looking around for everything, trying to find out what is going on inside the park, what the ride's going to do, and so on and so forth. So it's going to be a fun time. The roller coaster world is what do you call it? Is devastated that they're going to take this thing down. It's been a classic for 30 years. Actually, the other day was his 31st birthday. On Tuesday was his 31st birthday. But here's the thing about this. We don't know. Maybe there is going to be a kiddie land. Maybe there are going to be flats. Maybe there's going to be a different coaster. There could be a bunch of everything going on. I don't know. Trying to find out what is going on inside the park, what the ride's going to do. It's going to be an interesting time, that's for sure. I do hate that we had some technical difficulties, but it seems to be we're doing all right. We got 7 people watching, which is magnificent. So like I said, to all the viewers that either are starting to retune back in, ones that have no clue what the hell's going on, to the right of this screen, type in, you see all the comments going, type in what you think is going to go in Cyclone's spot. So far I'm seeing from the same guy, for Tom, that he believes an RMC coaster or Iron Cyclone, like Goliath at Six Flags Great America, the world's tallest lemonade stand. I do hate that we had some technical difficulties. It seems to be we're doing all right. We got 7 people watching, which is magnificent. Well, actually, what I heard about those markings, though, those markings were baloney. Those weren't done by. I asked the questions, and those markings cut here and all that was baloney. That wasn't real. People were doing that to bust people's chops. That had nothing to do with the ride. And Luco, if you've been living in the box, and you don't know that Cyclone at Six Flags New England is closing July 20th. So but see, here's the thing, though. You'll be the day it's closing. You're coming home from Croatia, so you may indeed miss exclusive ride time on Cyclone. So, but what is going on? Oh, you know why it's echoing is because it's playing on the stupid thing here. But anyway. Actually, here's the truth about Bizarro's rename and retheme. Those that have been to superhero celebrations and different events when the park talk, people ask the question, why did Bizarro get changed? And the reason why Bizarro got changed was that with the depth of it, was a little bit part of it, not total. They wanted to redo it. They wanted to kind of bring life back to it. Even though there was always lines all the time, it wasn't suffering at all for attendance. They just wanted to do something different, but they also wanted to get away from the name Superman. But that's a little piece of the pie of why it was renamed from Superman to Bizarro. That's only part of the problem. That's not the whole thing. That's not the whole kit and caboodle. There was many reasons, but that was one of them. But anyways, for Cyclone, I can't wait to find out what we're getting. I can't wait to physically, when August 28th comes and I'm sitting here at my desk, what do you call it? When I'm sitting at my computer on the morning of the 28th, I'm going to wake up extra early to see if I got that video before everybody else in my email, and I hope I do. But at the same time, what I'm hoping is, what do you call it? That that everybody can enjoy it. You know what? They probably could close it on July 27th, but that's what they. July 20th is the date. Unfortunately, that I didn't get to decide, and I wish I kind of had some input on it. Actually, I'd be like, close that thing down now and give me. No, there's ERT for Ace and Season Pass holders. So, on the 20th, we're going to get a boatload of rides in on it. I remember in one day, I got 80 rides on Cyclone in one day. Yes, one day I got 80 rides, exactly, on Cyclone in a 6-hour period. So, as a matter of fact, that year Larry was with me when I hit my 100th ride for the season on Cyclone. So that was a nice little monumentous occasion for myself. I'm sure you remember that, Larry. To hit 100. You were with me. You were there. All right, so let's, now that we've got all the Cyclone thing out of the way, let's get into some Ace events. Now, this you guys can make quite a weekend of this. On the 19th, you can have like a whole New England Ace event weekend here. You're going to get, on the 19th, you're going to have Ace Day at Santa's Village and Storyland up in New Hampshire. You're going to get a boatload of, you're going to get ERT, you're going to get plenty of food. You're going to get 2 parks in one day for $50. Then, you're going to move on to the next day. What I'm calling, there's no official name to it, but I'm calling it Goodbye to Cyclone. You're going to get ERT from 10 to 10:30 if an Ace member. So you're going to get that on top of that. Now, last week, we talked about on the 25th, Lakeside Amusement Park out in Colorado. Last year they had Spring Con there, I believe it was, out in Colorado. And that place has that whole retro feel. It's a beautiful looking park. I've never been. Obviously, I know people that have been, enjoy the place. They love the place. I'd like to get out there and give it a whirl and try. What's this? Yeah, I know. Everybody keeps asking about the Superman makeover. And you're bringing up 2016, 2017. When John Winkler said at CoasterCon last year and said, it's coming, but I don't know when, it could be. I mean, I would have liked to have seen it happen when the new movie comes out. Batman versus Superman. They could have done a ride like that. It would have been crazy. They could have retheme it, take the audio out, take the, change it about, and what do you call it? They do something. I don't know what they're gonna do, but Superman is coming back. It's just when they're gonna go through the whole motions of going through for paying for the licensing fees and God knows what else they gotta pay for. To do that. It's not like, hey, let's just do it, because it's not. That's Superman's a licensed character. It's not like Cyclone. I'm gonna put something else in its spot or redo it or whatever and call it something else. They can't do it just like that. So, it's one of those things, Let's see. On the 26th of July, SummerCon 1 at Galveston, Texas, Schlitterbahn. We went over that last weekend. Uh, Also, for those that are wondering about the flyer for FallCon, they said at the business executive meeting for ACE that the flyer would be out in 2 weeks from that meeting. So that was probably last Tuesday or Wednesday. So this coming week coming up, the flyer for FallCon should come out, and that event is going to consist of Busch Gardens, Tampa, and the two Fun Spot parks. And myself and Luco are going to be planning out going to Universal into that trip and whatnot. And I think we found a good deal. It was actually cheaper by about $15 for the Universal trip that we want to do to buy a seat, the lowest tier of season pass, the one with the blackout dates. Because when we go, there's not a blackout. The lowest tier of blackout dates, the tickets with, it was cheaper to do it that way than it was to go buy tickets and skip the park thing and all this other stuff and Halloween Horror Nights. It was just cheaper, surprisingly, to buy the season pass. You know, so there's definitely a bunch of, so to keep in mind, there's a lot of stuff in Florida. Actually, the way I priced it out, it would be, I still got more research to do. But I think with hotel, rental car, Universal, with all that stuff, not including SpringCon, but for that it would be about around $600. I know it's a little hefty price, but it should be. I think that trip alone would be worth it. But I mean, if you're getting hotels for a week and you're getting Universal and all kinds of crap at Universal, and you're getting this, that, and the other, and you're gonna have a ball, it's gonna be fun. I think. I can't see it not being fun. But I'm sure I can get that price down cheaper. All right, so next up on the list is on the 26th as well. If you don't want to go out to Texas, there's Allegheny Madness. It's at Lakemont and Del Grasso's out in Pennsylvania, out near the Altoona area. Lakemont, a beautiful park. I haven't been to Del Grasso's yet. I still have not seen the flyer pop up on that, but to have that event is going to be a great day. It's probably not going to be an expensive day, but it's going to be a fun day. July 27th, I still haven't seen the flyer for this one either, but KennyCon up at Kennywood in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's coming up. Now, on August 2nd, there's Countdown to Connecticut. That's at Quasi and Lake Compounce. You're looking at about $70 if you don't have any season passes and you're an ACE member, roughly around there. You're going to get 2 parks, a bunch of food, a bunch of ERT, and if that's what's up your alley, then by all means, it's an event that that event is like a must-go-to event. Even though it'd be nice to do 2 days, 2 parks, I like spending a day at one park, a day at another. But how they set it up, that's still fine as well too. Like I said, I love both parks. I think they're both great. Well, to me, with the parks that I'm hitting besides Universal, I'm talking with Luco and crew to see. There's talks about us going to Legoland. There's talks about us doing other stuff. So it's just a matter of talking with everybody, see what anybody can afford, and then going that route for FallCon. That's what we're currently looking at right now. Let's see, what else do we have here? Also on the 2nd, if you're out down in the Indiana area, there is Ace Midwest Hog Wild out of Indiana Beach Park. We've covered that flyer inside and out, upside down, and all different kinds of ways. It is definitely, if you're out in that area or you want to go to that, that is definitely a park that's worth going to. From what I looked at online, the event that's being put together just seems like a great fit for that park. It seems like it's going to be a boatload of fun. If you're not going to Countdown to Connecticut and you're in that area or thinking about it, I would suggest going. I think it's definitely one of those events that you need to go to. Now, on the 3rd of August, and some people should really be thinking about going to this, Luna Park Fest 4 down at Luna Park on Coney Island. For $55, you're getting a steal. You know, I keep preaching this. You cannot get a better deal than this deal. There's no way you can do it. You're not going to do it. So, I'm going to break it down to you. I don't even have to look at the flyer. I memorized the flyer for the most part. I mean, I can't tell you exactly what food you're getting, but I can tell you this. This is what you're getting for $55. Now, I know $55 is a lot of money, plus you got to go to New York City. It's on a Sunday, so it's free parking. Number 2, you're going to get a half-hour ERT on Thunderbolt. That could average you, just say 5 rides. We'll just go 5 rides. You might get more. All right? Say you get 5 rides on ERT. Now, if you try to go get 5 rides on that, it's going to cost you $50 alone. Plus, when ERT is over, you're still going to get 2 more rides on the Thunderbolt for the day because the Thunderbolt is $10 a ride. Now, you're also going to get 2 rides on the Cyclone. Those are $9 a piece, so that's $18. So you're going well over already just in that little bit. Now you're going to get a 4-hour bracelet. That's like $30 or so. So you're getting like well over $100 worth of stuff for $55. Plus you're going to get, I believe there's like hamburgers, cheeseburgers, hot dogs, and whatever else that there is. Luco and French fries. Luco knows that for sure. You can ask Luco about that, but for the amount of money that you're going to spend for that event, $55. If people can fit it in and afford it, then it works. I mean, if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. But for a Sunday, it's not going to be too crazy for traffic. I mean, coming into the city, getting out of the city is going to be a piece of cake. You know, getting out of that area, that's going to be a piece of cake when it's time to leave. But the money is, you know, I'm going to go. I am telling you right now, I'm going to be there. I already put it on my calendar. I know I've already made the plans. I've already talked to my peoples. I'm going. End of story. I am going. Now, also for those, what do you call it? Looking for the Riding of the Bull flyer that's coming out soon. Brett said that we'll have it any time now. So as soon as I get that, we're going to talk about it because everybody knows, anybody that's been to Riding of the Bull knows what an awesome event it is. Unfortunately, this year I'm skipping it. You know, I've said different reasons why, but here's the thing. Every year I keep going to the same events, the same things, over and over and over again. And it makes things stale for me. I have to keep changing it up, and then I go back to the ones that I used to go to all the time. But I got to switch it up. Like, last year I went to Ace Day at Hershey Park. This year I'm not. I went to the last 5 Riding of the Bulls. This one I'm not. And I'm not saying Riding of the Bull is stale. I'm just saying I wanted to change it up this year. So I went to different events that I went to the Great Escape for the first time. I went to Spring Con and did all new parks. I'm going to Virginia. That's not an event, but I'm going to Virginia next weekend. Crazy during the 4th of July, but still, I'm going to go do it. I'm going to go to Fall Con. I'm going to go do the Florida parks. I'll do Knoebels, PPP. I wanted to switch it up. So, but anybody that's been to Riding of the Bull knows what an awesome event is. Me and my kid have been to all of them, and this is going to be the first one that we miss, unfortunately. But like I said, it's definitely one of those, it's an event that you really should go to if you've never been. I can't explain, it's kind of like Costa Con. You just go. You don't need to know what's there, you just need to go. I mean, you might need to know something to entice you to go, but between the backstage tours, the ERT, the food, and then once you eat the food, it becomes farting of the bulls. But it's definitely one of those times that it's an event. I mean, I took one of my buddies that's not a coaster enthusiast, and I took him to I didn't take him to riding in the bull. I took him to when they had coaster celebration. He had a ball. So now I'm going, you know. So now I'm going to skip this one. I go to ride. Well, next year I'm going to go to CoasterCon. That's at Six Flags Jersey. So I may not go to riding in the bull next year. I don't know. But in any case, I am going to go to CoasterCon. That's at Great Adventure in Maurice Pier. Two great places that, you know, some people haven't been to both. Some have been to one, but not the other. So anybody that is looking for a good time, go August 3rd, go to Luna Park Fest. We can all hang out, have a great time. I'm going to pick up some new credits because there's 1, 2, 3 coasters I haven't ridden. Plus, you can also get the $10 add a 2-hour wristband for Dino's Wonderland, ride the Wonder Wheel, the Haunted House, some other rides. So if you wanted to, for $65, you can pick up credits, you can have fun, you can pig out, have food, go crazy. It'll be a good time. I think, anyway. Let's see. August 10th, Ace Day at Keensburg Amusement Park. That's out of Keensburg, New Jersey. I've never been. I heard it's a nice little park. It was a little devastated from Hurricane Sandy, but back from the dead and added a new coaster, and they redid a lot of stuff. So go out there, give them your support. Help, go do your thing over there. It should be great. August 16th, North Coast Con 2014 at Cedar Point. I don't have any information on that right now, but that's all right. The next one is like everybody's favorite. It became my favorite last year, and I'm not going to it this year, but I'll be at that place next year. Coasting by the Ocean at Maurice Pier for, as they call Wildwood, however you want to slice it. But Coasting by the Ocean, when I went last year, I think I paid $55, $50, something like that. It was a fantastic event. I had the time of my life. Great rides, great food, great entertainment. It was great. If you got nothing to do that weekend, by all means go. But that's also on the 16th, I believe it is. It's either the 16th or the 17th. I want to say the 17th is National Roller Coaster Day. Now, I know Six Flags New England has something up their sleeve. The only thing that Six Flags New England has told us that they're doing for National Roller Coaster Day is they got Penny Wars. And Penny Wars is going to consist of, they're going to have these bins set up for a roller coaster to find out which is everybody's favorite and everybody's least favorite. They go down the line. Now, the more pennies you throw in, boosts up the popularity, But the more silver coins you put in, starts destroying its popularity. And then they'll find out which coaster wins, and then the money goes to charity and all that. So it's a good cause. 2, you get to have fun. Somebody could make Mind Eraser the best coaster from destroying Bizarro with change in it, putting dimes and nickels and quarters in it. So who knows which one's going to win? We'll find out. But I know they're planning a pretty damn good day for that. So you got to be checking around all your parks because a lot of them are going to be celebrating National Roller Coaster Day. I know all the Six Flags parks are. I'm sure that Maurice Pier is going to also as well. I mean, come on. It's a Coaster Enthusiast event on National Roller Coaster Day. I can't see it being... It's either the 16th or the 17th. I can't remember which day it is. I don't remember. Yeah, I'll talk to everybody to see if I can make that pit stop. Yeah, when you do CoasterCon next year, there's going to be packed full of events because you're gonna have one the day before con starts, and then you're gonna have con. Then when the day after con, I believe they're working on an event, and then on that Sunday after con, they're gonna have Luna Park Fest again. So Luna Park Fest 5. So keep that in mind if you want to be heading out that way. I mean, I might do it. I might just go, when con's over, go back with, Tony and May and all them and crash at somebody's house for a couple nights if they let me. And, and go to Luna Park Fest again next year. It would definitely be beneficial for Jeremy because I'm going to take Jeremy. Everybody that knows me, that knows Jeremy, he's not quite tall enough to ride everything. But by this time, he's got about an inch and a half to go before he can ride everything. He's just a smidge under 53. But we all know when you go get measured, you're going to be over 54. So an inch and a half puts him well above where he needs to be. So that's not the issue. So I keep telling him, eat, go exercise, eat, grow, stretch him out. Yeah, basically the way that penny thing is working. It costs a penny to vote it up, and it takes silver coins to vote it down. I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but they're going to have all the rules and regulations when you're going to go do it there on National Roller Coaster Day. So they're working on it. I'm hoping that as we get closer that I get a press release about it to find out what all the events are. I'm hoping that they tell me what's going on. It'll be, I think it's just going to be fun. I know I'm going to go to the park that day. I mean, we all should get together and go to the park that day. I want to see what they're doing, see what they got cooking up, and hopefully I find out, beforehand so I can plan my day based around that. I want to enjoy everything. I go to Six Flags way too many times. I think I've already been to Six Flags New England like 10 times already. I've been to Lake Compounds a couple. I've been here. I've been there. Actually, I'm going to Six Flags New England again this weekend. I'm just keeping the momentum rolling. I'm trying to finish from. I said my goal is from when SpringCon, from when I went to Hollywood the day before SpringCon. I'm trying to get the rest of the entire summer, every weekend, go to a park, whether it's Six Flags New England, Lake Compounds, or somewhere else or something. I'm trying to make sure I do that every weekend. I'm trying to hit a park every weekend for the rest of the summer, at least till Labor Day anyway. I know once Labor Day hits, it's going to be a little tougher because of school and stuff, but with the kids. So what I'm going to try and do up until Labor Day, a park every weekend. I got plenty of change. I just don't want to put it in the bucket. Maybe I'll just go take the pennies out and just throw them in a roller coaster. All right, there's another event coming up. It's called Flying High with Blue Streak on the 23rd through the 24th. I know it's at Keyanock Lake Park, however you say it, and Waldemere. I don't have a flyer yet. I'm waiting to see what the pricing is for it, but it's coming up. Also, on the 24th, for those that like to go out to, I believe it's in Idaho, Ace Day at Silverwood Park. I think I want to say it's Idaho is where that park is. I didn't write that down. But in any case, that's that. That's all the events I have. So yes, Cyclone is leaving. So make sure you get your rides in by July 20th. Those that are going to be at the park on July 20th, you can get your ERT on. You can enjoy it. You can have fun. You can do whatever you're going to do. You can also, as well, besides doing that, there's all these events coming up. If you're not an ACE member, I don't know what you're waiting for. Maybe you're waiting for Christmas. I don't know. But in any case, you should join up, have fun, hang out with all of us because, most of us all became friends because of either SFNE Online or ACE. Some of us got brought together by this show. It's definitely been fun and good times. So as more and more stuff comes out about Cyclone that we find out, we'll we will let you know what as we find things out. We're gonna, as soon as the 20th comes, we'll start seeing things happen. They're gonna start ripping that bad boy down and see what happens. You cannot, you fat, smelly, hairless troll. Ever since I said if you want to call me fat and smelly, this kid over here keeps calling me fat and smelly. But hey, it is what it is. And I'm definitely not hairless because if you look at my pictures I posted for me in the wave pool at Lake Compounds, I am definitely not hairless. I'm like an ape. That's for sure. I should start a Save Cyclone competition. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be saving Cyclone there, pal. It'd be nice, but I think the writing is on the wall, and I don't think there's enough people that are going to stop. I mean, as nice as it would be to save Cyclone. I mean, think about Cyclone like this. Cyclone is way past its prime. They did retract work on it. It only lasted for so long. They've done then they did the top of track, and then it really took the power, the balls out of it. It took it away, and now it's running sluggish. It's squealing like a pig. It's not running the way it is. It keeps breaking down. It's just time to, I guess, say, it's time to say goodbye to Cyclone. I will tell you this. I don't know the potential impact of Cyclone closing what the ERT is going to be. Most people don't stay because they got to go to work. Some people may stay because, hey, you're never going to ride this ride again, so people might want to utilize that. So I don't know how it's going to work. I really don't know. As Larry, for your Keynote Lake Park, the event is set for, what is it? It's August 23rd through the 24th. I don't know which day is which yet. I haven't seen the flyer pop out yet. They just put the event up. But that's when that event that you were talking about, it's probably not going to be... Well, Tom, you don't know Cyclone is getting the RMC treatment. You don't know that. You act like you know. You don't know nothing. Trust me. You know nothing. You think you know. You know nothing. Anyway, so potentially I'm expecting Cyclone lines ERT not to be light, but not to be too heavy. You're mainly going to see aces trying to get their last rides in. It's going to be hard to gauge. You don't know. I mean, a lot of people aren't going to go because they don't like it. A lot of people are going to go for the memories. A lot of people are going to go just because, hey, it's the last ride. I need to get this in. I want to be one of the last riders, blah, 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 So you don't know what it's going to be. You just don't know what is going to happen in terms of... Yeah, I have plenty of it, too. Want to see a pic? I have no idea what you're talking about. That sounded kind of dirty there, Mr. Porter. Sounded kind of a little dirty. Sounded like a dirty old man. You want to see a pic? I got one, too. But anyways, we're going to get going. We will be back next week at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hopefully we don't have the same mess of... actually, no, I will not be back next week at any standard time. Next week, there will be no show unless Larry wants to pick up the show. Because I will be on my way to Virginia. I will not be home to do the show. So if Larry would like to take the reins for Thursday night, by all means, Larry can decide if he wants to do that, and then we'll promote the hell out of it. He can talk about whatever we feel. You know, maybe talk more on Cyclone, more on theories, more on news, more on events, and whatever. So we'll leave that up to Larry. We'll let you know in a few days if Larry's going to do the Studio B broadcast for next week. As like I said, I will not be here. I'll be on my way to Virginia to lose my virginity. Woo! So, anyways, so I'll be back the weekend after, the week after. So 2 weeks you'll see me. Next week, hopefully Larry. But until next time, and make sure you have fun all this weekend. Maybe you'll catch me at Six Flags New England Sunday. That's where I'm going to be. That's where I'm going to be hanging out with the boys, listening to some orchestra music, going to the water park, having a ball, having a good time. So anybody that wants to join, that's where I'm going to be if you want to hang out. Until next time, I will see you all. Have fun, be safe, have a great 4th of July because I won't see anybody except for Tony and May. Luco, I know I'll talk to you, but publicly I say have a nice trip to Europe. Be safe. Write a few coasters out in Europe for me. And as well, like I said, have fun. Let me know. And also, one thing I want to do, if anybody has pictures of Cyclone, I'm not talking about new ones, older ones. Send them to me. I'd like to, when Cyclone officially closes, I'd like to put together a little montage video for Cyclone going bye-bye. So, you know, yeah, you don't want to be saying that, Tom. Fat aces who like to eat, they'll probably eat you and throw you under a coaster wheel for saying things like that, even if you're joking. So you just got to be careful with that. Anyways, I will see you all when I come back from Virginia. I'll let you know all about it. Maybe I'll put together a little video. But anybody who has old Cyclone pictures of video, send them to me. You can hit me up on Facebook, send them to me, or whatever, and I'll put together a video if I can get a bunch of stuff. And again, I'll see you guys when I come back. And until next time, keep on coasting, everybody. Woo!